Hey, Louisa. So please share with us what type of symptom you had when you first came to us.
When I came to you about 4 months ago, I had severe fatigue and I had some digestive issues with, of course, constipation and diarrhea. And I had some Hashimoto's issues with severe brain fog where I would forget my words and I was tired all the time, which was my biggest problem, probably was fatigue because that kept me from doing everything else, from working more and from enjoying life with my family and doing all kinds of things, working out, all of it. I was just too tired.
And I think you were having to take naps.
Yes, I would take a nap every day after work when I would come home. And even when I didn't work, I would take a nap. Sometimes I would get out of bed in the morning, eat breakfast, and feel like I needed to take a nap. I was that tired all the time.
Wow. Okay. And then I think you also have some like sleep disruption.
Yes. So I could go to sleep at night, but then I would wake up a few hours later and then feel like I couldn't get back to sleep, or I would go back to sleep and then wake up again. So it was every few hours I was waking up. So I wasn't getting good sleep, which was then contributing to the fatigue during the day.
Right. And then you also had some pain too, right? Musculoskeletal stuff.
I did. I had some pain in my shoulder and my neck was sore quite a bit. And
Now,
I don't have any of that.
you've been to different doctors and you actually tried different things yourself.
Yes.
Tell us what you tried.
I started with a naturopath and she diagnosed me a few years ago, I think in 2011, with the Hashimoto's. And so I started down the path of trying to figure out what that meant and what were some of the things I could do to try to fix that or help that.
Yeah.
And I found the autoimmune protocol groups and started doing the autoimmune protocol diet myself, which improved my symptoms a little bit, but I still wasn't seeing any weight loss. I wasn't seeing any strength getting back in my muscles, and I still had the fatigue really bad.
So despite eating correctly and seeing a naturopath, you didn't see much change.
No.
Or not where you need to be.
No, definitely not where I needed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since started our program, what type of improvement have you noticed?
I have super strength now. I can
show it.
I can go
That's
to the
right.
gym and lift weights, and I hike 3 or 4 times a week, and I go to work without having any trouble. I get up in the morning, eat breakfast, get on my day. I don't need a nap.
That's
I
great.
mean, I can go all week without actually taking a nap. On Sunday afternoons, I take a nap if I want to, not because I need to, because I'm so tired.
So energy and brain fog's better.
Brain fog's almost gone. I don't
Yeah.
really forget my words anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not tired all the time.
Sleep is-
Feel good. I sleep through the night now. It's amazing.
No more sleep issue.
Right.
And pain is better.
I don't have any pain in my neck or my left shoulder anymore at all, even lifting weights.
Okay. And how about, I think you were mentioning some anxiety issue before also?
Oh, I totally used to have anxiety all the time too. And I thought, well, if you have Hashimoto's, you just have anxiety. That's part of it. But then once I started on the SIBO diet with you and doing the shakes and the nutrition with you and the machines that you have here that I'm working on, I don't have anxiety anymore. That part of my brain is just so much better.
So, like, how was anxiety affecting you before? Like driving? Or...
Well, I would be afraid to do things when I would have anxiety. So if we would plan a trip and I'd be excited to go, then I would have anxiety about having to fly because what would have happened. And I just had these irrational thoughts all the time.
Right.
And I was afraid to drive, to get in traffic. It would just make me so nervous that I didn't do things. And now I don't really say no to anything. I can do everything.
Yeah.
I'm going out with friends again all the time, and I don't really have any issues with being afraid of anything anymore.
That's
with the
great.
anxiety.
So it's definitely changed your life in many ways.
Absolutely, for the better.
So
definitely.
it's interesting because you've been to different doctors, natural doctors, and you tried different diet, but I guess you still weren't there until you actually came in and we did some tests.
Right. So you did the test, the specific tests that were needed to figure out what was going on in my digestive system. And you did the test to figure out cognitively what parts of my brain needed some assistance and those kinds of things. And nutritionally, what I needed to do after you got the results of those.
So now we found out you have SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, put you on the right diet, do the right
the right
treatment.
supplements.
Yeah. So that's what really changed it for you.
Yes, it has actually.
That's great. So would you recommend this program to other people who may be struggling with chronic conditions?
Yes. If you don't know what's going on in your gut, you don't know if you have any yeast, if you have any SIBO, what else you have going on in there, you have to get tested for that first of all. That's going to be the first step. Find out what's going on in your gut because everything else in your body is connected to that.
Absolutely. Great. Thank you so much for sharing your
No
inspiration
problem.
to other people.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.